If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. To every action there is always opposed and equal reaction. All my discoveries have been made in answer to prayer. Nature does nothing in vain. It is much better to do a little with certainty and leave the rest for others that come after than to explain all things. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. Truth is ever to be found in simplicity and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. You have to make the rules, not follow them. He that would make a great and successful progress in knowledge must apply himself to the reading of the book of nature. Plato is my friend. Aristotle is my friend. But my greatest friend is truth. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. Nature is pleased with simplicity. What goes up must come down. I keep the subject constantly before me and wait till the first dawnings open, little by little, into the full light. A man may imagine things that are false, but he can only understand things that are true. I do not know what I may appear to the world, but to myself I seem to have been only like a boy playing on the seashore. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. I am continually picking up stones and shells on the shore of the great ocean of truth. The more one studies, the more one sees there is yet to be studied. To understand the motions of the heavens, we must first understand the laws of motion on earth. In order to see, you have to open your eyes. In order to understand, you have to open your mind. An object in motion tends to remain in motion along a straight line unless acted upon by an outside force. Tact is the knack of making a point without making an enemy. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. Errors are not in the art, but in the artificers. A man must learn to live before he can afford to die. There are more sure marks of authenticity in the Bible than in any profane history. To myself, I am only a child playing on the seashore and diverting myself now and then in finding a smoother pebble or a prettier shell than ordinary, whilst the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before me. The soul of man is immortal and invisible. Gravity explains the motions of the planets, but it cannot explain who sets the planets in motion. way to truth is through experiment and observation. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man, or even for any one age. What we know is a drop. What we don't know is an ocean. The famous problems of the sciences are often easy when once known, but hard to discover. I was like a man standing in the dark. Then a single ray of light showed me the way. If you are affronted, it is better to pass it by in silence, or with a jest, though with some dishonor, than to let it grow into a quarrel. A good and faithful man is more likely to make a wise philosopher than one who is vain and conceited. Live your life as an exclamation rather than an explanation. To arrive at the simplest truth requires years of contemplation. The more time and devotion one spends in the worship of false gods, the less he is able to spend in that of the true one. If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been owing more to patient attention than to any other talent. Where both are friends, it is right to prefer truth. No great discovery was ever made without a bold guess. We carefully selected these Isaac Newton quotes to share the wisdom behind his science and how it still inspires our daily lives. If these words resonate with you, please like, subscribe, and comment. Your support means a lot to our channel.